Can we talk about the stud that is Brock Faber? 30 plus minutes in his last 4 games and only 1 goal scored while he's been on the ice. Damn. And actually, one of those 4 games, he was a peasant and only put up like 28 and a half minutes. So like, that's not even really that impressive, which is so funny that people make that joke where like a 28-minute game just once is a big deal for a defenseman. He threw that in caked between 30-minute games. And it's like, Jesus Christ.
Oh,
what can't he do?
I mean, he's a machine. And again, like, I think most people are pretty confident that he would be fine. And I think there were some people like, yeah, hopefully he can just like keep his head above water because they're going to need him to play big minutes. I don't think anyone thought that he may need to go 30 minutes. And if that's the case, you're probably sitting there like, oh, everybody that has ever put on a Minnesota Wild sweater who at least played defense for 1 game must be injured. He's playing 30 minutes a fucking night at this point. But he is just legitimate. Like, and now you have people throwing around the numbers like, should he be getting like Norris looks? That's a bit aggressive for me. But at the same time, you're sitting like, well, who else is throwing up 30-minute? I know it's crazy. And
he's doing it like successfully with an objectively not great team.
Yeah, that's the thing. And like, not only is the whole team like pretty hit or miss, but he's doing it because like 2 of their best defensemen have been on and off hurt either separately or at the same time, whatever. And then he's like, oh, that's fine. I'll just make up their minutes. Don't worry about it. And again, the fact that it's like, yeah, they're kind of doing it out of necessity at this point, because like if you have fucking like John Merrill or Goligoski or Bogosian on the ice for like more than 10, 12 minutes, like we're in a pinch here. But at the same time, it's just like, yeah, maybe that's part of it. But at the same time, like he is, as we said, like easily the best defenseman on the ice for them every night. But like shutting other teams' best players down for 30 minutes. It is unbelievable. It's crazy.
Is he already the best defenseman on the team? Like, are you willing to yield that or not quite yet?
This year, yeah. But
no, like, I mean, is he their best defenseman?
Yeah, right now, I guess he is. I have a problem probably just outwardly saying that 20 whatever games in. But right now, like he's been this whole year, their only reliable defenseman every game and playing the hardest minutes. And now, like, whether or not they're scoring every fucking power play, he is on their power play, which wasn't even like on the radar coming into this year or like realistically for a whole lot of his career. Like it was never looked at as like a power play guy. So
do you know how happy it makes me when people are like, everyone's going and asking the different analysts and experts, you know, like, hey, do you think that Brock Faber should be PP1? And they're like, well, it'd make more sense to have more of like, you know, a number 4, number 5 guy that specializes as a power play guy. But since the Wild don't have that, yeah, it makes sense for him to play there.
Weird. I wonder who that could have been if they, you know,
can you imagine if the Wild could acquire like an early 20s right-handed, offensively inclined, like no joke, can quarterback a power play type defenseman? It'd be pretty. God. Like if you find a guy like that, don't let him go. I just hope Bill Guerin's up to the task of finding a guy like that.
Yeah, hopefully. Fingers crossed.
All right, I'm off that. I'm good. But yeah, Brock Faber, freak. He won't win the Calder because the league is rigged and Bedard will win it no matter what. Even if he got hurt right now and was done for the year, he'd probably win it. But it's just crazy that people have already made the jump to like, I mean, tired Calder, wired Norris.
It's crazy. Like it's the whole like playing 30 minutes. It's just like, yeah,
wow.
I just do that. It's fine. Like plus he, what was it? 2 assists the other night too. Like
1 got taken away.
Oh yeah, that's right. fuck? Like, I fucking hate when they do that shit. It's like, really? I get they want to like tack on like points later, but it's like, fuck him. Fuck that guy.
Well, it's funny too though, because I saw someone talking on Twitter about how like it got taken away from Faber because they think like McAvoy got, control of the puck before the goal was scored. Literally the exact same thing happened on one of the Bruins goals where Faber was actually the one in McAvoy's position.
Right.
And they still gave the assists to the other guys. So I don't know.
Yeah, there's no fucking consistency, but